Good morning. Welcome to Superior Sunrise. For 25 years, Superior Livestock Auction has been marketing cattle for people to people. Superior Livestock Auction, America's leader in livestock marketing. And now, here's Katie Kaufman.
Good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise, live from the historic stockyards of Fort Worth, Texas. We're glad you joined us this morning before the auction, and soon we'll have Rain Austin, manager of Superior's Country Page. Well, he'll be here to give us a quick market report. The newly implemented federal school lunch regulations are creating quite a buzz, and a young lady from the Montana Stock Growers Association is revealing something very exciting. Later, I'll give you the inside scoop on selling your cattle the Superior way, and we'll give you a brief preview of some of the great horses that are consigned for our Superior Family Horse Auction Saturday, November 3rd. Jason Barber, manager of our purebred division, well, he's on hand this morning to talk about all the upcoming bull auctions. And as always, world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade and I will preview what we have to offer today in the auction. We're glad you joined us, and stay with us. We'll be right back.
Dr. Harold Newcomb of Merck Animal Health talks about strategic deworming programs.
What strategic deworming is we're actually trying to kill the worms on the pasture. At any one time, there's only about 1 to 5% of the worm population in the cow, and the rest of it, 90 to 95% or better, is out there on the pasture. So with strategic deworming, we're actually trying to deworm the pasture through targeted deworming or time deworming in the cow. As a general rule of thumb, and it varies from area to area, but about 6 weeks after green up is when we want to deworm those cows the first time. And here in the deep south, we want to do it again about 6 weeks later. The nice thing is, with the non-handling products, we're able to do that under any situation that the producer may have. So on that second deworming, he doesn't necessarily have to gather to treat his cattle for parasites.
They're out there, lurking on your pasture, just waiting to infect your cattle as they graze. Cattle worms cost you money, but a Safeguard strategic deworming program allows you to deworm your cattle and lower worm burdens on your pasture, resulting in improved pregnancy rates and heavier calf weights. Plus, there's a Safeguard form for every operation. So start killing parasites where they lurk. Talk to your animal health provider today about a Safeguard strategic dewormer program. Safeguard. Think strategically. Act decisively.
Well, Rain, thank you so much for joining us this morning on Sunrise. I'm visiting with Rain Austin, manager of Superior's Country Page, and let's get a market report from what you expect today.
You know, Katie, we were a little higher overnight, just a touch higher. These numbers continue to get tighter here on our feeder cattle side of things. The packers were really aggressive this week buying. I feel like they gave a pretty decent amount. I think we'll see some aggressive buyers, you know, just with tighter supplies today in our sale, and I think it'll be really good.
Great. Well, we love to hear that, and we're approaching fall. We've had lots of rain down here in Texas, all through the Panhandle, really. And how's the Country Page doing?
Well, the Country Page is great. You know, like you said last week, we just, here in the southern part, Oklahoma, Texas, had a lot of rain, very fortunate here in wheat country, and there's a lot of wheat coming up just a little bit, and I think it's going to be a great year, and the Country Page is rolling right along, and, you know, a lot of cattle moving.
And how's that OSU football?
OSU football last week was, you know, pretty tough with Texas, lost to Texas, but we got an off week, and I think we'll be right back on it.
Well, you know, I know that you wear that bright orange all around the Exchange building. A lot of people here in the Fort Worth office are big Texas fans, but or Texas schools, rather. But you are OSU all the way.
All the way. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Rain. Sure appreciate it.
Thank you, Katie.
All right, folks. Well, the newly implemented federal school lunch regulations, they are creating quite a stir around the country. Recently, high school students from Wallace County High School in Sharon Springs, Kansas, made a YouTube video set to the tune of Fun's hit song, We Are Young. Creatively, they titled the video, We Are Hungry. The YouTube video has reached nearly 1 million hits in the past week, and it's been talked about on ABC, CBS, the USA Today, and NPR. What I loved most about it was the main student of the whole video. Well, he had on a shirt that said, I love beef. Fun and joking aside, many Americans are concerned with the regulations for the breakfast and lunch programs. The new rules passed by Congress in 2010 to fight childhood obesity and promote health took effect in August. High school cafeterias must serve twice as many fruits and vegetables as before, limit proteins and carbohydrates, and serve lunches containing 750 to 850 calories. Dr. Shailene McNeil, contractor to the beef checkoff, she confirmed beef is still allowed in the lunch programs. The amount of meat and meat alternate required as part of the new school lunch plans are almost identical to previous requirements, but there are now maximum limits that did not exist until this school year. There is a lot of variation, and it really depends on the individual school and area. Under the new guidelines, all schools follow a one-size-fits-all or single food-based menu planning approach. These are based on the average nutrition needs for Americans. Now, our dear friend Lauren Chase of the Montana Stock Growers Association admits she didn't grow up on a cattle ranch, but has completely fallen in love with the ranching way of life. So much so, she has published a book dedicated to Montana ranchers. This new book, Big Sky Boots, is meant to be an educational tool for consumers to learn about raising cattle and beef production, but most importantly about the people who call ranching their job. She feels if the public understood where their beef came from and that many families raised these animals, there wouldn't be so much misinformation and negative stereotypes about agriculture. Big Sky Boots is filled with 192 pages where people can learn about life on a Montana ranch throughout the year and meet the folks who work hard day in and day out to make sure Americans have beef available to them. One really neat feature is there are QR codes on various pages allowing folks to scan the code with their smartphone, and readers are taken to YouTube to watch video interviews with those ranchers featured on that specific page in the book. I know we're excited about Big Sky Boots, and you can purchase your copy and learn more at mtbeef.org. We're glad you joined us this morning. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Try it for 60 days and let's see the difference it'll make in your animal.
When you have an all-in-one feed, it makes all the difference in the world.
It's been a very good product for us.
But my chickens are really great layers, and I think that's because of how I feed them. They look more complete, they fill out really well.
You get exceptional gain, you get exceptional growth.
It does make a difference that we can see, day in and day out.
Take the 60-day challenge and save up to $55 on Purina feed. Sign up at purinadifference.com.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. Great tractors, awesome combines, incredible hay tools, and even an award-winning self-propelled sprayer. Innovative products, and a renewed commitment to people who really appreciate field smarts. Sounds like someone like you, doesn't it?
There's something wrong. His head is down. He's clearly stressed. He's worried sick about BRD. That's why there's prescription Zactran for BRD treatment and control in high-risk cattle. Get a rapid response plus 10-day treatment and control in a single dose, so you can stop worrying and get back to business. For use in cattle only, do not treat cattle within 35 days of slaughter. Because a discard time in milk has not been established, do not use in female dairy cattle 20 months of age or older, or in calves to be processed for veal. The effects of Zactran on bovine reproductive performance, pregnancy, and lactation have not been determined. Don't worry yourself sick. Talk to your veterinarian about a real alternative for BRD treatment and control. Because it's critical, it's Zactran. From Marielle, a leading animal health company.
Livestock Auction was founded in 1987 as a vision of Mr. Jim Odell of Colorado and the late Buddy Jeffers of Texas. Since its inception, it's grown from selling about 30,000 head of cattle annually to nearly 2 million. We are the nation's leader in offering load lots of cattle throughout the country. Superior Livestock uses the newest innovations and technology to reach a national audience through RFD TV. With today's high fuel prices, Superior gives their consignors and buyers a way to buy and sell cattle from the comfort of their own home, office, or even when they're on the road. It's a huge service for the buyer and seller, cost-effective, and reduces stress on the livestock. Superior representatives travel to ranches and videotape the cattle that are then offered by Superior Livestock on RFD TV. There are many advantages to selling cattle via satellite, and here are just a few. Cattle are sold on a contract for immediate to future delivery, whichever meets your needs and market expectations. Unlike conventional marketing methods, the consignor has the opportunity to offer their cattle at auction to more than 7,000 registered buyers while still at your farm or ranch and shown in their natural surroundings. There are no health risks from being in the same location with different livestock. Also, there is no added stress on the cattle, no commingling, and efficient animal welfare. Sellers can establish a reputation for their cattle on a national market. Superior offers value-added programs which generate premiums for their cattle. The seller determines weighing conditions. Sellers deal directly with the Superior representative, and sellers are paid for their cattle by SLA through a bonded custodial account. There's two options for marketing cattle the Superior way. From video auctions on RFD TV reaching 40 million homes and the country page. People are the success or failure of any operation. That being said, Superior has more than 350 representatives nationwide, office staff, and technical personnel who are totally committed to the complete satisfaction of our customers, both the buyers and sellers. The Superior Family Horse Auction is coming up really soon, and we're starting to get a lot of great video of the horses being consigned. Here is a brief preview of some of the horses that will be offered through Superior Productions on Saturday, November 3rd, beginning at 2 p.m. Central on RFD TV. The Superior Family Horse Auction is right around the corner, and we have 40 quality horses consigned that might be what you're looking for. We are beginning to receive all of the video, and you are now watching a brief preview of some of the many horses that will be offered on Saturday, November 3rd at 2 p.m. Central right here on RFD TV. Superior is humbled to have many returning consigners, and we welcome all the new sellers to our family. From great ranch and using horses, roping horses to all-around performance horses, you will be impressed with what's being offered. In the next few weeks, you'll be able to log on to SuperiorLivestock.com and view video of all the horses prior to the auction. Along with the video, their pedigree, a brief description, and contact information will be made available for you to review or get any questions you have answered. If you're watching and think, I've got to have that horse, well, write their name down and call Superior Productions at 800-431-4452 so you can register as a buyer. It's a quick process but necessary prior to the horse sale on Saturday, November 3rd. Superior Productions is proud of the group of horses we have consigned, and we hope you are too. For any further information, as always, you can log on to our website at SuperiorLivestock.com. The Superior Fall Horse Auction will be Saturday, November 3rd, live on RFD TV, beginning at 2 p.m. Central. From all-around ranch horses, roping, reining, and cutting horses, this Superior auction is not to be missed. If you're in need of a Superior horse, call us today for your buyer number at 800-431-4452 or go online to see the horses at SuperiorLivestock.com.
44 Farms invites you to Cameron, Texas on Saturday, October 27th, starting at noon Central for their outstanding fall bull and female production sale. The auction features 10 Angus female lots. These are young donor prospects. 200 registered Angus bulls, both yearlings and coming 2-year-olds, 45 heifer calves from the heart of the replacement herd, and 250 commercial females consisting of pairs, bred heifers, and bred cows. This high-profile sale is broadcasting on Rural TV, Dish Network Channel 232, and online at SuperiorClickToBid.com.
Dust off those boots and come join us in Tampa, Florida for the 2013 Boots on the Bay Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show. This is your chance to network with industry leaders, participate in important cattle industry meetings, and learn about the newest technologies available. See what all the buzz is about at the Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show in Tampa, Florida, February 6th through the 9th. For more information, visit beefusa.org.
Well, welcome back to Sunrise. Joining me now is manager of our purebred division, Mr. Jason Barber, also my co-host on Next Stop Auction Block on Rural TV. Good to see you.
Good to see you this morning, Katie.
Well, let's talk. We are approaching the fall season of bull auctions and some good females. Talk about what you've been doing.
Well, really been on the road quite extensively the last few weeks. It's actually good to be back here in Fort Worth and see this cattle sell. But we got all these auctions coming up. Thank God it finally rained down here in Texas. Most of our auctions this fall are going to be here in the Southwest. And I know just these next 2 weeks we've got Angus auctions coming up, Red Angus, Sim Angus, Hereford, Charolais. I mean, we've got something for everyone and something that'll be in everybody's price range.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Everyone can always log on to superiorlivestock.com and click on our productions tab to see all the upcoming bull auctions. We have a lot not only on RFD TV this year, but also rural TV, and you are definitely making sure we spread all those airwaves. But you've been filming a lot and taping a lot too. Tell us some of the ranches you've been at.
Well, really, this week I spent most of the time in Oklahoma. I was at Express Ranch's bull sale on Monday, and it was a great sale. You know, everybody's been calling and asking, hey, how are these bull sales going to be this fall? And I know a lot of our clients and a lot of stock producers were watching that Express sale, and they ended up averaging, I believe, $54.75 on like 237 bulls. So it was up $1,100 from last year's average. You know, I don't know if all sales are going to be up quite like that. I do expect them to be good, but Jim Odell, our general manager, and I were speaking yesterday morning, and one thing that we discussed with the cost of inputs and just everything being so high this year, one thing that these commercial guys can control is their genetics. And right now is an important time to go ahead and spend the money and get good bulls that are going to be efficient and that will convert feed to gain.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Like you and I always stress on Next Stop Auction Block that there's really no excuse not to have a progressively genetic bull, because like you say, no matter what the price range is, we can find a bull that will fit your program.
That's right, and you know, so many of our clients, just about all of them, are enrolled in our Progressive Genetics program, and it's just a full circle program. It promotes the stock producers, but more importantly, when these commercial cattlemen buy these bulls, when they sell those calves, they know they're going to generate a premium for having a calf crop sired by industry-leading genetics.
Yep. That's exactly right. You heard it right here from the manager of our purebred division, Mr. Jason Barber. If you ever need to talk about bull genetics or want some info, give us a call here at the office, and Jason, I know, will be more than willing to visit with you. Well, thanks again, Jason. And folks, when we come back, I will have longtime Superior Representative Rusty Cordova join me. Stay with us.
As ranchers, we're always keeping an eye on what good old Mother Nature's given or taken from our cattle's forage base. It's a guessing game we all play as to if key minerals are actually getting into our cows or not. Well, no more games for this rancher as of right now. Right Now Mineral, that is. It comes color-coded in emerald, bronze, gold, or onyx. It's a design system for year-round intake and features superior all-weather technology, so your hard-earned money just isn't blowing in the wind. It's the right time for Right Now Mineral.
These are exciting times here at New Holland Agriculture. It's no secret that dealers define who we are. This group of energized businessmen are delivering like never before. And what are they delivering? New products, service, and equipment for people with field smarts just like you.
One of the premier Hereford operations, Star Lake Cattle Ranch, is having a complete dispersal October 19th and 20th in Skiatook, Oklahoma. The ranch is selling all their Hereford cattle, plus embryos, semen, and pregnant recipients. More than 750 lots sell. The sale starts at 10:30 a.m. both Friday, October 19th and Saturday, October 20th. A selection of Hereford cattle, plus all semen, embryos, and pregnant recipients sell on Friday. The remainder of the registered Hereford herd will sell on Saturday, including ranch-ready breeding-age bulls that will sell at approximately 1 p.m.
Join Superior Productions as we team up with the 2012 World Championship Appaloosa Show and broadcast their World Appaloosa Sale live October 31st at 6 p.m. Central on SuperiorClickToBid.com. Log on to view live streaming video, bid and buy through Superior Productions. For more information and to register as a buyer, call us today at 800-431-4452 or log on to SuperiorLivestock.com.
Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Joining me now, like I said, is longtime Superior Representative Rusty Cordova. And I usually have you on at the top of the program to give us a market report. We let Rain give it a try today, and we'll say he was average. But let's talk about the market before we get into what's going on in Groesbeck.
Well, we've got a good, strong market the last couple of weeks with this rain that we've had. We've been really blessed with good rains. Our country's in good a shape as it ever gets this time of year, Katie. We've had a little trouble with the armyworms and the grasshoppers, but when you have those, you've got grass for them to eat, the reason they show up. But our markets, the light calf deal's sure been getting stronger. The feeder cattle deal steady. It could be a little bit stronger this week, but I look for these light calves to really, really get a good bit higher the next 30 to 60 days because they're, you know, all the grazing country around our area as well as the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma is as good as it's been in a long time.
Right. We love to see that, and especially all the rain we've been getting down here. But you don't live too far from Fort Worth. You live just a little bit south. Tell us what's going on down there.
Oh, like I say, we're just enjoying life. Life's good. I want to say hi this morning to my two granddaughters, Gracie and Peyton, that are watching at home. You know, we have a sale every Saturday in Buffalo. We just enjoying life down there, and life's good to us. Grazing's good. Like I say, the cow business is, there's no better way of life than the cattle business because you can do it with your family. It's just like Superior Livestock. That's the reason I'm here. My family grew up in it, and it's been a blessing to me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Not only do you start all the auctions for us, you stand next to the auctioneer and kind of help with the market throughout the day, but also your sons are really instrumental here at Superior Livestock. But when you're not selling cattle and you're not in the cattle business, you're in the cutting industry, and I have to say, I've seen you in the finals quite a few times.
Oh, it's just been a passion of mine all my life. I love horses, and I don't play golf, and I don't do much of anything else. I don't hunt much unless the boys make me go with them. Yeah. But I love a good horse. I've just always enjoyed it, and it's been good to my family as well. I mean, we've had some pretty nice horses. We've been blessed with that, and you know, it's just a way of life that we have to have. A cowboy loves a good horse and a good dog, and he hates a bad one. So.
Well, you're being extremely humble, but I know that you've certainly made a name for yourself in the cutting industry for a long time. I want to, Wes behind the camera is telling us we got to wrap up, so I want to thank you so much for joining me on Sunrise, and I'll see you downstairs.
Thank you, Kay. Have a good day.
All right, folks, and when we come back, hey, careful, we're not done yet. World champion auctioneer Ralph Wade will join me. Stay with us.
My name is Jeff Baxter, and I'm the Senior Marketing Manager for the Vista vaccine line. And today I'm going to visit with you about the unique mixing method for Vista vaccines. One of the things that occurs with a modified live vaccine like Vista is it is freeze-dried during the manufacturing process. So as part of that freeze-drying process, we need to rehydrate that vaccine. And today I'm going to demonstrate the unique mixing method for the 50-dose bottle of the Vista vaccines. First, stick the transfer needle into the cake vial to release the vacuum. Insert the needle all the way against the hub. Next, turn the cake vial upside down and insert the other end of the transfer needle into the diluent bottle. Again, you should insert the needle all the way against the hub. Turn the cake vial over again and squeeze a small amount of diluent into the cake vial to rehydrate it. Swirl the vial until the cake and diluent are mixed. Then turn the bottles so the rehydrated cake vial is on top. Give the diluent bottle one hard squeeze. Then set the bottles down with the cake vial on top. Allow the mixture from the cake vial to drain into the diluent bottle. Once all the mixture from the cake vial has drained into the diluent bottle, separate the bottle and remove the transfer needles. The last step is to remove the peel-off label from the back of the cake vial and place it over the top of the diluent bottle label. These quick steps for rehydrating the Vista Modified Live vaccine line will allow you to utilize the best technology on the market. For more information on this mixing method, please contact your local veterinarian to receive these mixing instructions for the 50-dose bottles of Vista.
If you aren't implanting your calves with Ralgrow, you're leaving money on the table. Ralgrow is tried and true technology that increases average daily gains and improves your utilization of pasture resources. Ralgrow can increase weaning weight in steers and heifers by as much as 20 to 35 pounds, which lowers your break-even point and puts more money in your pocket. Don't leave money on the table. Go to www.ralgrow.com to learn more.
World champion auctioneer Ralph Wade, good to see you. Good to be here in Fort Worth.
It's good to be back in Fort Worth, especially after all the good rain we've had around, Katie, over a lot of area. Texas I've been talking to some of these guys, reps that come in, in from different areas, up to 11 inches in places. Isn't that great? And hearing now that the stock water is really filled up in a lot of areas, and so that's really great. And Oklahoma got some good rain over a lot of areas too. I mean, it's sure going to help the wheat.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Well, talking about all kinds of reps coming from everywhere, our longtime rep, Tracy Leonard from Arkansas, it's his birthday today, so we need to say happy birthday to Tracy.
Happy birthday, Tracy. We'd sing to you, but I don't know.
We might get off they might cut us off the air real fast. Well, we have, we're selling just a little over 20,000 head today. Talk about the regions we're going to be seeing.
Well, we're going to start out, Katie, as always, with the Holsteins, and we've got a nice little lineup, not too many drafts of them, but of the Holsteins. Then we go right into 3, 4, 5, and 6 of yearling steers, and then the 3, 4, 5, and 6 yearling heifers. And as Russell told you, we're looking for a pretty strong market on those yearlings. Then we go into the 1 and 2 regions, which is up north on those good yearlings, and then into the heifers on that same region 1 and 2. And then we come, and then we're going to finish up there with the 1 and 2 on the calves, weaned calves, and calves on cows. And then we're going to come down to our country down through here and sell the good weaned calves that all straightened out, and the calves on cows in the region 3, 4, 5, and 6. Got some nice little deals from down in Florida from our friends down there, and then wind up with a really good set of bred stock again this week. We had a great sale on them last time, and we've got another nice lineup of bred stock. So if you're looking for something to either start a herd or add to, we got them for you today again.
Yeah. Certainly today is the day for cattle, but also just a little bit earlier in Sunrise, we've been previewing some of the horses that are going to be offered on Saturday, November 3rd for the Superior Family Horse Auction. You're going to be on hand. You know, we did move it back from noon to 2 p.m., so we're going to be starting at 2 p.m. on RFD TV. We can blame Jason Barber for the purebred auctions, but we'll let it slide. Yeah. But 40 quality horses, ranch using horses, anything that you can imagine, we've got it.
You bet. And Kelly tells me that we've got some really, really nice horses lining up for us. So I think if, like I say, you're looking for a trail horse, you're looking for horses to use on the ranch, or just, good pleasure horses to go riding and gather cattle or take it easy with, we've got some of them too. So you sure want to be tuned in on the 3rd. And again, that's at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on November the 3rd. And Katie and Ralph will be in the block.
Katie, yes. Ralph and I will certainly be up there. Well, thank you so much for joining me this morning on Sunrise. And folks, if you are in need of getting a buyer's number today for today's auction, you can certainly do so by calling 800-422-2117. Ralph and I want to certainly thank you again. And before Ralph gets down there and sells that first lot, if you would please stand for the singing and playing of our national anthem.